For somebody who, I had a night shift job, I think at 24 maybe, 23. Might have quit at 20, like early 24. But it's just like, I never got over, or maybe it was just before the night job to begin with, but I never got over having this like spurt of energy always. It's like 1:30 in the middle of the night, and this is when I feel like doing stuff. And this is when I feel like going out, when I feel like creating something, whatever it is, just a stupid video like this, right? But, it's 1:30 in the morning, I'm driving around. But, I was talking about, somebody brought up the point of, they don't like when people complain about how much we work here in America. And I'm on that end of the spectrum of, I love complaining about working. I think working sucks, and I hate the whole like 9 to 5, 8-hour day. It's soul crushing depending on what you're doing. Depends for what type of person you are as well, though. I mean, everyone likes to consider themselves some sort of, artist or creative person or whatever that is, but I think for some people they can do the grind more than other people. And I'm not saying those other people are any better, if not they're worse at functioning in just modern society, basically. But I don't know, it's kind of hard. You have to kind of carve out your niche if you're not the type of person who just, oh yeah, I want to go to my monotonous, desk job, 9 to 5, 8-hour day, whatever, 40-hour week. And I mean, if that's not soul crushing to you, congratulations, you know what I mean? That's honestly life on easy mode. If your aspirations is to have a 9 to 5 for years and years and years and years, then more power to you. And I'm not trying to say that sarcastically either. You're probably a happier person than I am. But they're basically talking about how somebody's acting like we work so much in America, like, those other countries are, they're poor or whatever, they have more free time, but their like economies aren't as good or whatever. But I totally disagree in the sense of, we're going to be seeing this real soon. I don't know what is technology even for, other than to make our lives more efficient, right? So, and what I mean by that is, how long has the 9 to 5 been the standard? I'm not gonna throw a bunch of facts at you. I'm a guy in a car driving, talking about this while I'm trying to pay attention on the road. But the point is, if you take any activity like farming or making a McDonald's cheeseburger or whatever, literally in any business or any way, any part or aspect of life, it started, farming, for example. I'm pushing a seed in the ground with my finger, you know what I mean? I'm plowing this field by hand. Everything is by hand, with love, whatever. And that's not the point. I was saying that as a joke, but it really was like 1 for 1 in effort with farming, or whatever the case is. But now technology comes out. Now we have these machines that farmers drive around, right? And they like plow like 10 segments at a single time. And they have automatic planters and automatic watering devices, etc. Depending on, everyone can't afford one, right? Like the mom and pop shop can't afford that. The mom and pop shop of farming can't get all that technology. But at the same time, my point is, as we move forward in history, my effort is no longer whatever the baseline was. You could argue all day what 1 for 1 is, but whatever that baseline effort was to plant a seed and get a crop out of it, my efficiency with farming and my energy spent in farming goes so much further now in 2020. And what the point is that I'm leading up to, and I'm going to ramble for probably 25 minutes, so you go ahead and turn it off if you don't want to hear the same point over and over, because again, I'm driving. But the point is, if the point is not to get my time to be so efficient that it does minimize work. See, I don't understand even in 2020 why the standard workday is 8 hours, to be honest. Because we are in the future. We keep saying this is the future. This is what the future is going to be like. Ever since they made the Jetsons or whatever. Even before that, the early science fiction. You know what I mean? Like, this is the future. Cars are going to get, they're going to get way more than 5 miles per gallon. You know what I mean? That's efficiency. That's a car. I love talking about cars. You know? Oh, this car gets 1 mile per gallon. It's not efficient. So now we're in the future, right? We're in 2020. Cars get, 5, 10, 15, 50, 50 times that now. Whatever. So, yeah, your gasoline, boom, goes further. Just like my time spent, boom, goes further in these different aspects of life. So, let's say back in the day, like 100 years ago, we'd work like an 8-hour day or whatever. Maybe they'd work like a 10-hour day. I don't know. But I honestly can't believe it hasn't happened yet. I can't believe this, like, whatever this is, like the computer AI age, when the AI just kind of does everything and everything's automated. It's right on the cusp, honestly. And I wish these boomers would be here to see it too, because these assholes who all got, into the middle class working as like managers at Dairy Queen or whatever, like, no offense to them, right? Like, if you can be a fucking plumber or like whatever you do, I can't do that. You know what I mean? I can't do your job. If you're a car mechanic, I can't be a car mechanic. I mean, I could be a car mechanic if I trained to be a car mechanic, right? But the point is, oh, deer, multiple deer. Okay. The point is, where was I? I would love to see what these people are going to do in the future when, these same people, I think it's like this generation or whatever generation is. It's not a generational thing, honestly. I can't stand when somebody is in this position where they're like, 50, 60, and they're in their like complacent career or whatever, their complacent middle class career, acting like they know what it's like now to be in your early 20s or mid 20s, trying to carve a place for yourself in the world and trying to carve a place for yourself in the middle class in a position that you don't absolutely despise. I honestly, I'm starting to feel like, man, the only thing I can do is start a business. Like, I know like one or two people like successfully like started some kind of small time business. One was like a t-shirt thing. I can't believe you could even do that still. More power to you. If you can start a t-shirt company, dude, more power to you. I can't believe you can still do that. Isn't there like a 25,000 little t-shirt online shops or whatever? But the point is, we're getting to this future age though, with Elon Musk and these automatic cars, and they're already on the road. They're not mainstream yet, like the mainstream consumer, but hold on. They're not mainstream yet, but we very well could see this be a pretty average mainstream thing, probably in the next 5 years. I think more is supposed to come out in the next year or whatever. There's supposed to be a lot more available for like actual people driving them on the road and automatic cars. So you'd like to think in the next 5-10 years, let's even say 10 years, the next decade, automatic cars might very well be a normal thing that, 70-80% of people just have. The price probably would go down, obviously, and just like computers, the graphics cards you can get in a computer, the power supplies, the CPUs, whatever. Look at a computer, 10 years ago compared to a computer now. You get so much more power now. That's efficiency. You get so much more power now per dollar. You get so much more mileage out of your car per dollar. And that's the same goes for my effort expended at a workplace. So and this is the thing, this is a testament what it's going to be like. When you see automatic cars, when that's approved, when there's automatic cars driving themselves, whatever a car weighs, thousands of pounds, a metal vehicle driving at a speed of 50, 60, 70 miles per hour with a human being inside of it. When that's approved, when that's 100% safe, the government, yes, we put our stamp of approval. When automatic cars are on the road in the mainstream, you think this technology isn't keeping up at every other aspect of life? By the time we have automatic cars, which honestly is right on the horizon, you think this isn't going to be some new dawn, a new tech age? Honestly, this is like the singularity, like creeping up. There's going to be a new computer, like tech age, where there's going to be, they're going to have to completely reevaluate society. The government and all of the major corporations, corpocracy, the world as we know it, will have to change, or they're going to really just have to nuclear bomb, gas chamber a shitload of people. Think about that. And I'll explain. Right now it takes how many people to run a McDonald's, right? Just take a McDonald's. I know I keep referring to McDonald's. It's just any business though. It's really any business, just an example. How many people realistically go to and from McDonald's? That's their workplace. They're getting paid. They're putting their effort into McDonald's. They're producing a product. How many people are working at some medium, small McDonald's in a town? Maybe 12 people, 12 workers in the McDonald's. There's a manager. There might be 2 shift managers. There's 4 or 5 people working at a time. There might be 12 people working at a McDonald's. Picture this. We get automatic cars, right? This is the future right now in 2020. This is the future. This is the future. This is the future. A second later, this is the future, right? We're in the future. And it doesn't seem that future-y to me, right? Because it's the present for me. But yesterday, whoa, this is yesterday's future, man. And we are talking about automatic cars soon. And you think when 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, when thousands of pounds of metal is on the road, and it's bolting down a highway at 70 miles per hour, 65 miles per hour, with a human being, an organic being inside of it, not touching it, not driving, when that's approved for on the road, when I can get into a car and it will zip me on the highway automatically, it will drive itself. Me, the average consumer. You don't think McDonald's, this is my point, you don't think McDonald's is going to be automated at that point either? All these, this conglomerate of maybe 12 super corporations now in the next 5-10 years, they're all going to merge together, like amoebas consuming each other. You think this corpocracy, there's going to be 12 super corps, right? And these people are going to have to decide. There's going to be some kind of revolution, honestly. There's going to be a civil war. Because what took 12 people to run that McDonald's is now all automated machines, and an engineer maybe 1 or 2 engineers that goes in and checks on the machines or makes little minor tweaks here and there, maybe once a week for a couple hours. They'll go into the automated McDonald's maybe once at the end of the day for 2 hours, maybe once a week even, depending. I mean, and even then, that's a niche. You take those 12 workers and now divide it, into 1 or 2 workers left. Now, divide that work now. 1/5 of the work each person was putting that effort for the same amount of production. And you think every single person is going to have a job in the future. You're just crazy. You're honestly just crazy. And I know it's not the next 3 years, we're gonna have to really figure this shit out. This civil war that's gonna happen. But the corporations want money, right? They don't want to give everybody everything for free. And I've been on the anarchy subject where that's ridiculous. Nobody's gonna work for free and just give you free shit. But at the point of pretty much absolute dominated automation, that this corpocracy, this conglomerate of corporations, they are the new government essentially at this point. They control everything. They enact all of this automation in just about every walk of life. The major retailers consume all the small, and it's already happening. They consume all the mom and pop shops. Just frankly though, the mom and pop shops are inefficient. They are. The mom and pop shops order 10 bottles of fucking hot sauce, right? Oh, cool, this looks like good hot sauce. Okay, we have to charge you $8 for it because we ordered a box of 10. The major corporation, they can order a box of, 5,000. they can sell them for $6.50. You know what I mean? It just, there's no point. And the government needs to step in, but the government is going to be soon to be controlled by this corpocracy. It already is at this point. It's already so creeped in. It's like woven in already. But the point is, now for those 12 McDonald's workers, there's now one worker. And you think everybody's going to have a job? And this is where it comes into play. They are going to have to reevaluate society, honestly. And I'm thinking in the next, maybe not the next 10 years. The next 10 years we might have whatever automatic cars. But again, at the point that we have automatic cars, automation is going to be woven into just about every aspect of our lives. And, gotta make a turn. The point is, they're going to have to just give people shit, honestly. Because that sounds so crazy when somebody comes up like, oh, it's anarchy. Like I was talking about in the last video. Oh, I'm gonna go work at the Mustang car plant. I'm gonna go work at the Mustang car plant and sweep their floors for a week, and they'll give me a Mustang. No, it's not like that. The point is, there's not gonna be work for you in the next, maybe let's say the next 15 years. Let's maybe say the next 2 decades. It very well could be in your lifetime. And it starts slow, and then boom, all of a sudden, the next day you wake up, just like how these buildings go up now. For some reason, the roads take forever, right? I had construction by my house. It took like 6 months to fix this little fucking bridge. But at the same time, and look at how China does it. They'll do a whole fucking highway in a goddamn week. I mean, it can be done. We can be efficient with fixing roads. That's another subject entirely. Who do I call to just say, I need this to be illegal? I'm not in the government. I'm a random guy. I just think it should honestly be illegal. They shouldn't be able to close a main road for 6 months. Anyway, but all the while, I wake up the next day and I see a new building erected at the corner, and it's almost all built in like the matter of a week. I drive by somewhere, I drive by a week later, and a whole building's there. And that's what my point is. Before you know it, you're gonna wake up, you're gonna go to McDonald's, there's not gonna be people in it. It's gonna be a smiley face on a screen. Choose your burger. It's gonna be made the same exact way every single time. It's gonna be made perfect every time. Whether you consider, I know you're not gonna get hooked up once in a while, right? The 1 in 10 where the person's cool and they give you like double meat or whatever, like people talk about that in Chipotle or whatever. No, you're gonna get such a consistent burger. You're gonna get such a consistent taco. There's gonna be no need for people fucking up your order literally every other time like they do. It's just too inefficient. Same thing with the output. Just my energy expended, the output, it's just too inefficient. It's going in the direction where you can't deny that it's gonna be completely automated. And when it is, are you gonna be the worker? Are you gonna be the engineer? Are you gonna be the computer scientist? The programmer, the coder? Are you gonna be the matrix coder in the future? You know what I mean? That's my point. I would love to see this generation of whatever they are now, these 60-year-olds or whatever, these boomers who made their way, these nice middle class jobs. And it's not like it's not supposed to be a hate video on any generation. But I would love to see these people who, like, how do I turn I clicked the start menu. I'd love to see these people in 2 decades. I would love to see it. They might very well be still alive. And where is your job then? Good thing you're on Social Security, because where's your job then? Where's my job? Where's anyone's job? Everybody working now will cut that 10% of workers, and it's all just going to be like these engineer/computer coders. Seriously, that's going to be the only job. I mean, until the AI takes over, they start fixing themselves. And then what? Dust. I mean, we're dust, right? Maybe. But the society reevaluated. Sorry, that's where I was. They're gonna have to completely reevaluate. So everyone's just basically gonna be jobless. Really, that's what it is. What's my job gonna be? Jacking off the CEO? We're gonna line up at the CEO's doorway, and we're gonna go in one by one and jack them off for an hour. What's the job gonna be? Honestly, what is the job gonna be? Landscaping? Robots are gonna do that. Honestly, I know it sounds stupid. Robots are gonna do that. But seriously, check back on this video, literally 2 decades tops. 2 decades tops. You won't see a person doing work. You won't. So this conglomeration of supercorpocracy, that's the new government, that's the new society, right? They're gonna have to just give you some sort of universal, like, minimum wage, some livable wage that's not bullshit, like scraping by. Like, now, I swear to God, dude, I'm on unemployment. I'm on unemployment. I'm getting $87 a week. It's pathetic. I can do nothing with that. I could do nothing with it. If I wasn't in a fortunate situation in my late 20s where I can live with my mommy and daddy, if I wasn't in that situation, I'd be living in a Walmart parking lot in my car. I'd be begging my friends to come over to cook ramen noodles in their kitchen and then leaving to my Walmart parking lot home, right? That's what I'd be doing with $87. In the future, they will have to just pay you as a person not working. And I'm not saying, see, these engineers, yeah, they should live the good life, right? They'll be the upper middle class. They'll be the, like, McMansion rich, right? They'll live in the engineer, like, gated community or wherever they live. But everyone else, honestly, 80-90% of people, they're just going to have to given some sort of universal wage and housing. And I hope to God it's pretty good, right? At that time. Or, I mean, the super elites and just the engineers are going to just, I don't know, put us all in a room and gas us, right? That's the thing. I mean, me is just the pleb. I'm not a computer programmer. I consider myself a creative type, but what does that get me? I mean, it gets me, I'm on unemployment. I graduated 4-year degree in psychology, which is just garbage. I mean, I even admit it's fully, I'm just interested in it. It's art. That's what it is. That's what psychology is. It's art. I'm an artist. It's some bullshit 4-year degree. And what am I doing with it? Nothing. I'm unemployed. I was looking for jobs. I'm looking for jobs. The only job I can get is McDonald's. I'm assuming I could go work at the local, the town McDonald's or whatever. But it's like, I didn't go to school for 4 years to work for like $8 and catch some kind of virus. The frontline working poor. But that's another subject entirely. The point is, they're going to either have to gas us or society will be reevaluated at that time. Efficiency, I got too off that subject too. You think efficiency is not going to take another fold in the next 5 years? You're crazy. Can the mom and pop shop afford the new technology? No, not necessarily. But can these corporations afford it? Yeah, definitely. They're always going to afford the next big efficient thing especially if it's going to make them money, if it's going to yield more product. I mean, you go to the grocery store, they're trying to just phase out people in general working there. You go there, it's like they can't put like even 2 people on the registers at night. They're such like greedy fucking corporations. They can't just put 2 people that can like, God forbid, this guy is gonna kill me. This guy's like on the line, like literally gonna kill me. Wow, nice fucking job, dude. Seriously, I can't wait until automatic cars, honestly. I can't wait. So this guy with this big, wide, raised truck, this stupid fucking idiot, tiny-dicked hick hillbilly, doesn't fucking ram into my car at 2 o'clock in the morning, probably drunk. It is Friday, right? Probably fucking wasted. Right, I can't wait until the automatic cars, honestly. I really can't fucking wait. And I can't wait until my universal income or to get fucking gassed by these corporations in the next 2 decades. Mark my fucking words like the goddamn Mayan calendar. Mark my words. Come back to this video. Refer back to this video. 2020 right now, 2040. Look back on this fucking video. Are the fucking poor, are the middle class and the poor getting gassed 2040? Or are we getting just some sort of like universal welfare wage and some sort of Section 8 pod housing, some future sci-fi pod housing? Right. And I guess at this point, I might as well wait for it. I mean, I sound like a lazy fuck, but I might as well just wait for it. I might as well live with mommy and daddy forever at 29, wait for it. You think that's pathetic? You know, take a look at yourself in the mirror. Post a video of yourself, honestly. What's your situation like? What do you look like? What situation are you in? What doors were open? What work did you do? And if you're a fucking like plumber, awesome, dude. Nothing but props. Nothing but props, honestly. You're an electrician, dude, good for you. Again, I state this. Again, I would hate to do it. I would hate to work a 9-to-5 bullshit desk job. I'd rather roam the land. I'd rather roam the land like an animal until I catch sickness, catch plague, and die. I would. I really would, because I don't vote life. I don't think it's worth it. I'm not having kids. I don't vote life. And I'm honestly, at this point, I'm waiting for my fucking universal whatever, like, one world, like, it's all gonna be one nation, too, probably in fucking 20 years. They might put up the map lines, right? But it's gonna be all controlled by these major corps. And there's not gonna be work for you. That's the thing. There's not. There's just not. You think there is? What's your job gonna be? Again, you're gonna be a gardener? Oh, fuck you, they can't program. We're gonna have self-driving cars in the next probably 5 years, mainstream 5 to 10 years. And you think there's not gonna be a robot mowing the grass by then? Crazy. It's crazy. Once we have automatic cars, dude, we'll probably have automatic soldiers by then too. I mean, if we didn't blow ourselves up by then. But yeah, my whole point is, some people think it's crazy to complain about it, like whatever, like, wow, I can't believe these Americans and these people, whatever, working an 8-hour, they think an 8-hour day is so much work. Yeah, it kind of is, honestly. I mean, it's 2020, right? I mean, we're right on the cusp where, like, there's really no point to working 8 hours, like, if I want to say this point or very soon. Really, there's no point. I mean, you didn't get the automation yet? Yeah, sure, for a little bit longer. Just like those engineers that are going to have to go in and check on the systems or whatever. The coder/engineer, they're going to go in once a week for 2 hours until they're phased out. Until they program a fucking artificial intelligence to just, fix the robots automatically, and then where are we? And then the robots we're gonna be suckling at the teats of the robots, just like how it'll be the corporation, and then it'll be the fucking robots when they take over. Honestly, like a little hamster feeder, like little water hamster device. It's like, and then it's like, is that even a future you can imagine? Slurping at that in your little, like, fucking Section 8 sci-fi, a nice ass too, though. It's gonna be a nice ass little pod, right? Everybody have their little slice. Honestly, that's what they're gonna have to do. Everybody's gonna need to get their little slice, or what? Or we're dead. We're dead. Everyone's gonna be an engineer. They don't need that many engineers. Everyone's gonna be a computer programmer. We're not gonna need that many. It's called efficiency. We go in the future, look at a computer, look at a car, look at how we make burgers. Yeah, they ship in the frozen patties all pre-shaped. I mean, everything's in some in these fast food restaurants. I know I keep referring, because that's how lowly, that's how much of a bottom fucking dweller I am, because I always just refer to, like, fast food, because, like, not that that's my life, I eat fast food every day, but it's just, like, the easiest job I can think of. But it really does go for any other job, really, that you can think of. But it's like, in these jobs, it already is like that. Like, this shit, these ingredients, and, like, everything is kind of, like, pre-done already in, like, little stacks, and all you really do is heat it up, and, like, it's all in, like, these squeeze tubes and shit. Like, if you think that is... the efficiency hasn't went, twofold, threefold since whatever 100 years ago on even, like, making a burger, a car, a computer, any of this, you can look at it. You can look at it with your own eyes. You can look at it. You can, in your day-to-day life, you can look at it. It has, in the last 100 years. It has gotten so efficient. And some shit, honestly, navigating the labyrinth that is, like, emails and the online interfaces to get like legitimate like customer support, like that's another thing entirely. That hasn't caught up yet, honestly. We need better AI for that or whatever, because all this navigating the labyrinth that is phoning to get just some sort of customer service is just, it's dead. It's dead right now. We're at this weird standstill with that. But we are right on the cusp with all this shit. I mean, just today I got a call from the hospital, and it's like, I tried calling it back. I don't have voicemail on my phone because it would just literally be, oh, your credit card, your car, your insurance. I see that it's just all automatic bullshit. I have to fucking delete like 20 goddamn messages from robots, like fucking, oh, can I get your credit card? Can I get your social security number? That's like, they say that. That's all they say. So yeah, no, I don't have a voicemail. But the hospital called me twice, probably to follow up on some test results, nothing major. But I try calling back the number, and it's like, I can't call back the number. I call an operator at the hospital. They're like, well, it's like a generated number they call, and it's something you can't really like call the number back or like leave a message on that number, because it's not really like any like office. It's not really like an office. Like no one really like called you from like it's like a generated like number that could have been anywhere. It's like, it's just so crazy. Like, oh wow, that's really helpful. Oh, I'll call back the number. Oh, there's really no one there. It's just an echo chamber of just, it's a fucking it's a fucking Greek Minotaur labyrinth of just nothingness that I'm navigating all of these these fucking pages. There's just pages and pages of like departments and emails and this wing and that wing and this fucking just bullshit. Just trying to get some fucking, just a human, even a good robot, just someone who like can actually help you with anything nowadays. God forbid you need help, like customer service is. I'll say that customer service is dead at the moment. But other than that, look at anything, and it is so goddamn efficient now. And you'll see, mark my words. Honestly, look at this video in 20 fucking years. Are you getting gassed? Are you getting bombed? Did they round up all the poor people? Did they bomb you? Or are they just giving you some fucking money finally, right? I mean, people are realizing it too with this coronavirus. They're giving you $600 or whatever. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is actually what we should be making, right? Like, we can actually, like, oh, wow, I can actually afford to, like, not be scraping by. I'm getting, like, whatever, $600. Whoa, $600? Whoa, that's so much for these. There's people with like literally 6 mansions. Oh, I'm getting $600. I can actually buy my groceries and a fucking pizza. Fuck off, honestly.